All right, just a quick little rant here. I'm not actually going to name names on this. It's just continually frustrating to me. What really shouldn't have been done in the aftermath of October 7th apparently was, and that is the proliferation of false stories and invented narratives about heroism and what certain individuals or groups did on that day. There's no expectation of anybody on October 7th other than those in professional capacity. The IDF heroes came from all over the country to try to help. They went well above the call of duty. What Hamas did on October 7th is beyond the pale. It's beyond comprehension. It really did resemble scenes from the Holocaust. This is where it gets into tricky territory. There are some individuals who embellished what they did or what their friends did and have received tremendous accolades, have spoken across the world, and most importantly, have done irreparable harm to Israel's image. When they speak or they promote stories that are knowingly false, people are listening. People think that this is a person from the front lines who's saying a story that must be true. When these stories are proven to be untrue, the anti-Semitic media and people that already hate Israel are waiting to attack these people, and they are waiting to try to undermine what happened on October 7th. Most of these people consider Hamas to be freedom fighters, but you also have well-meaning people who, for the first time, really saw what Israel was confronting and sympathized with it. You have big-time philanthropists putting money behind documentaries. You have big-time philanthropists and influencers putting their name and reputation behind people narrative stories. And when those stories are proven to be untrue, it erodes that sacred trust between Israel, the diaspora, and really charitable giving in general. Because if someone approaches a philanthropist and asks for a financial contribution, they're expecting it to go to the right place. So when someone violates that trust, it really does quite a number on the entire philanthropic scene. What happened on October 7th was already heinous enough. There's no need to embellish things. There's no need to overstate some of the heroism or exaggerate different numbers. Again, I'm being cagey here and I apologize about that, but it's particularly frustrating when well-meaning individuals are then taken advantage of because of these false stories. But it's deeply problematic. And we should not lose sight of the heroes, those who survived and those who unfortunately did not. There are so many brave, unbelievable stories from that day. And I don't want to get lost in the few that did not good things afterward. But it just has to be pointed out because I also despise the lies of the quote unquote other side, the people who try to invent all sorts of stories from Gaza. I think that's despicable. And yes, Israel is not perfect. You're going to have some bad people there. But there's a different level of monetization and fabrication that really is above, or I should say, beyond the pale. And that's where the frustration really boils over. It's hard to reconcile that someone could take advantage of a 10-7 situation, either for self-enrichment or to promote some sort of narrative that just didn't happen. Remember, nobody asked innocent people, random civilians, to come and be heroes. Even the fact that people would get in their car to try to help makes them a hero. People should just be honest with what they did do and what they did not do. I think there's it's a particularly pernicious lie when someone attempts to embellish that record. Again, really not necessary, undermines the legitimate heroes of that day, undermines the legitimate victims of that day by giving ammunition to people who are looking to poke holes, and ultimately takes advantage of people who want to philanthropically help them and the Jewish people as a whole. Kind of a rant here, getting something off my chest, but it's very frustrating. And I hope that this activity will stop. But if not, I think that Israel and the Jewish diaspora really has to figure out how you're going to deal with these kinds of stories, because the stories of October 7th are incredible in and of themselves. They shouldn't be diluted by false narratives and by people that put out untrue things. And I think that really has to be parsed out. The sooner the better. So that's my take. I hope everyone has a take on it themselves. I would love if you want to comment, send me a note, reach out, Instagram, whatever it might be. But I would love to hear your take. And hopefully we can find a solution to make sure that the real heroes and the real stories are pushed to the front.